from South Africa. My name is Showkat Nabi, and I'm a senior media officer at ICRISAT based in India. We have a guest with us, so could you please introduce yourself?
G'day Showkat, I'm Peter Carberry. I'm the Deputy Director General for Research at ICRISAT based in India.
Okay, Peter, I have some few questions for you. The first one goes, what are the key challenges faced in Africa to scaling up the technology generated by research, and how do you address this?
That's a very good question, Showkat, in that agricultural research has been trying to deliver benefits to Africa for many decades, with some success, but when you look at the overall performance constraints, it's the markets. Agriculture is a market-based enterprise. It's about producing commodities that people buy, and you have to have those markets developed, and you have to have the value chains in place. And Africa just doesn't have that to the degree that can connect farmers to markets in an efficient and cost-effective manner. So there has to be the development of markets.
Okay, Peter, thanks for this. Okay, what are the most promising agriculture technology innovations that you are currently involved in ICRISAT, and how they are being shared with African farmers?
I think the IT revolution that's happening around the world at the moment gives great prospects for changing the old norms about how markets work. How does consumers, middle people connect with farmers? So digital agriculture, for farmers to be able to get market information, to be able to access the best recommendations for how they might grow their crops, how they might connect with entrepreneurs that want to access their commodities. So how do we leverage digital agriculture, mobile phones, ICT, decision support systems, computing power to make the connections that allow the markets in places like Africa to work better? It's working elsewhere around the world. You see commercial farmers in developed countries like Australia and the US accessing information online. Now with almost all small farmers having access to mobile phones, mobile phone coverage, that is opening up the opportunities for small farmers in Africa and Asia. And it's also opening up opportunities for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs can see that if they invest in this technology, they're opening up a whole new market. All those small farmers that didn't connect with markets before can now connect with farmers. So I think there's a real role for research in being able to articulate what the benefit of connecting to small farmers are, building some of the tools or piloting some of the tools that can help ease that connection between farmers and markets, and working with people in the value chain to overcome some of the constraints, whether they're technical, social, cultural. So there's a really exciting time for research, and it's different from the traditional research. It's different from let's breed a new crop and hope that farmers will take it up, or a new variety. It's about leveraging what we're seeing now in being able to communicate with the world.
Okay, Peter. So, what do you see are the key priorities or areas of research in Africa, that you think will ensure that we remain focused on the future?
Well, I think I covered a lot. I think we have to maintain our research in supporting the key staple crops. So, an organisation like ICRISAT, we have the mandate for 6 important food crops around the world. So we have to maintain research to ensure those food crops can continue to sustain the livelihoods of many small farmers and poor people around the world. And that's really important. But we also have to look at how do we move beyond just staples? How do we move farmers into being more commercial? What are the opportunities through fattening or using their livestock as a potential enterprise? So there's both dimensions, ensuring we maintain investment in the staples, but looking for other opportunities.
Okay, Peter, making farming more attractive to today's youth will improve future food security. So how do we engage more youth towards agriculture?
Well, how do we make agriculture attractive to youth? You have to make agriculture economic. My family are farmers, and they do it as part of their livelihood, and they love that livelihood. For youth to stay on the farms, it has to be economic. It has to provide a livelihood, and it has to be competitive with the alternative sources. If they go to the cities and find a job, can agriculture provide the same economic benefits? And so that's part of research and innovation. It's to make agriculture profitable, to make agriculture sustainable going forward, but not just in our natural resources, but in the communities that support agriculture and the families that support agriculture. So research has to cover that whole spectrum.
Can you share some initiatives which ICRISAT has been taken to attract youth in agriculture?
Yeah, as you introduced, we're sitting here in Johannesburg, South Africa, and recently ICRISAT had the opportunity to co-sponsor 6 young entrepreneurs from South Africa who came to our headquarters in India and were based with our agribusiness incubation group and with our ICRISAT Development Centre. And so they were able to spend 3 months at ICRISAT to learn around business planning, around how when they return to South Africa they can implement skills to hopefully make their entrepreneurial activities more successful, that they've learnt some of the keys to ensuring that new business opportunities, their investment will be successful. So that was really exciting for us at ICRISAT, and we know that the trainees that came also enjoyed their time in India, the culture, the food and the opportunities.
Thank you, Peter, for illuminating us with these facts. Thank you so much.